Hello everyone, welcome to a professional mode run-through of Resident Evil 6. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've never actually played professional mode on Resident Evil 6 before, and this is by no means a walkthrough where you start off with nothing besides like the handgun and some ammo, and you work your way up getting all the other guns. Oh no, not at all. This is just my run-through of, well, professional mode, to see how challenging it is, how much fun it is, and to share my experience for the first time playing professional mode with you. Now, I've beaten Resident Evil 4 on professional mode before, and I've also beaten every mission on Resident Evil 5 except for one, where you're like on the back of like this army truck with like turrets, and you're shooting at this El Gigante. Yeah, I know he has a different name in Resident Evil 5, but for me that subchapter is literally impossible to complete. I mean, I've seen a couple people on YouTube done it, but it's out of my league apparently. So I'm just gonna take a quick look at my skill settings before we get started. I will be showing all the cutscenes like normal and actually going through the game as if it is more of a Let's Play style type of run through, but it technically isn't. I'm gonna be going with firearm level 3 because God knows you want it, especially on professional mode, because you're going to be laying a lot of ammo into a lot of guys all the time. Infinite handguns, because I am saying infinite weapons are okay, but I'm going to go with the handgun more than anything else. And then defense level 3, which I might change to item drop increase here or there. It really depends. I feel like the defense will save me just a little bit more, maybe save like that one health bar I'll really need and stuff like that, so yeah, we'll just go with that and, well, start a new game pretty much. So I'm going to start with Leon and then work my way down in order, Chris, Jake, and Ada, etc. And Leon does have the slowest starting chapter, so professional mode, well, won't kill me on the first chapter, but it certainly will later. And yes, I will be doing this by myself. There isn't anyone else joining me for this run through or anything, which, I don't want PlayStation Network on. That would be miserable. Since there's not going to be anyone joining me. And don't worry, the co-op version of the Let's Play that I'm doing with my friend Brian, we'll be continuing that later. Him and I got real busy with life when it comes to work and college and a bunch of other stuff, and so we'll be continuing that in the future. Not sure when, but don't worry, we will continue that someday. I do have some episodes I need to upload and record with that series anyways. This is just more of my take of being by myself on a harder mode and have some laughs, because I probably will die a lot. A lot. Oh, Leon, don't get all emotional now. You can't. I mean, after all you've been through,
Mr. President,
you know he's gone. Do you think this virus is any different, Leon? Yeah, poor Leon. At least that's what my first thoughts were when I was actually watching this my first time. Just shoot him, Leon. It's okay, he's gone. He's no longer your friend. You let him get a little close there, don't you think? Or maybe he never liked that girl agent that's next to him in the beginning. He's like, No, I'm kidding. Leon doesn't have a sick mind like that. He's a genuine good person who just can't, well, be in a vehicle while operating it. He could be in it, just not operating it.
I did this.
What are you talking about? Well, I didn't mean to quote him, but yeah. You got some explaining to do.
Cathedral. I'll explain everything there, Agent Kennedy.
Yeah, does this feel like I'm doing this for a second time, but maybe it'll be different since I'm by myself. Maybe I'll talk more, talk about different stuff, laugh at my misery since I'm on a harder difficulty. There is a harder mode than professional in Resident Evil 6 though, viewers, for the ones who don't know. It's called No Hope. I feel like I should address that just so I can save myself some comments and messages. I do know more than you viewers think I do sometimes. I mean, just putting that out there. There is an internet. I follow what's on there a lot. Maybe more than I should. Man, what was our life like before that? Well, I don't remember much because I was well, 3 to 5. Didn't start using the internet until I was 7.
You two just focus on getting the hell out.
Lots of toys.
The
I
virus
played
is
with lots of
already
toys.
spread
That's
3
all I have
miles
to say.
past the campus perimeter, and it's not slowing down.
Jeez.
You need to hurry.
Yeah, get the
Not
hell
before
out
we
of
check
here.
out Talov's
3-mile
secret.
radius?
Agent
God
Kennedy's got a
damn.
lead that might tell us who's
It's a
responsible
huge
for
epidemic.
this.
Leon, is that true?
Sure.
Yeah, I think I might have something.
Roger that.
I'll map out the safest access.
Thanks, Hunnigan.
Keep the radio on.
Hunnigan's always awesome. I loved her since Resident Evil 4. Always being so helpful and everything.
You will if you come with me.
Okay. I mean, I don't know you at all, but sure, I'll trust you since we're in the same Secret Service and all. I mean, why not, right? What's the worst that could happen? I mean, don't tell me immediately when we get there, right? Don't ruin it for me. I'm gonna live in my moment, even though I know the answer. Man, it's kind of sad, don't you think? It's like when you're getting ready for a big exam in college, and you know the answer, but there's 3 other very, very similar answers.
I'm sorry.
And just because of how they're worded, you're not 100% sure how you should answer
So
the
what's so
answer
special about
through a
this
multiple
church?
choice question, because they're all very, very similar to each other. Don't you hate that when you take an exam?
If I don't tell you at the
Oh
cathedral,
god, that
you may not believe.
kills me. It's like when I hate the exam questions the most, where they literally want you to quote
You're gonna
what
tell me
your book
everything
said.
once we get
You
to the
know what
cathedral.
your book said,
Deal?
but do you know it word for word? Yeah, you probably don't. Sucks to be you, right? I hate exams like that. Drives me crazy. It's like I know the freaking answer, just because I don't know it word for word in the exact detail, I don't get my point. Jeez, I got zombies falling for me all day long. Well, he's more of a corpse, so okay. I got corpses falling for me. Damn, I'm attractive in the most unattractive way possible. Woo! That's a fire hose. Just kind of hanging on the wall there. I like looking at the details in this part of the game because, well, honestly, you can't run, you can't dash, there's nothing to fight, and you're kind of just walking around. And yes, if you do notice, I did increase the lighting just so I can see everything. It's the same lighting as in the first Resident Evil 6 videos I did with my friend Brian. The only difference is that I increased the lighting slightly on the TV and slightly in the editor. Even though when you're watching this, it's going to be a little darker on your guys' side, just for it to be a little more dramatic. And on my side, it's a little bit lighter than what you're seeing.
This is where the reception.
Just so I can, well, not get my butt kicked as much. It'll help a little bit, although it won't help as much in the dark areas. Like at all, because, the
I
game's
hope
dark.
so.
Oh, look at these pictures.
I can't
I
believe
mean,
this is happening again.
I always walk by this
It's
picture
just
and
like
never
back
actually
home.
took a look at it. I wonder if it's from like a famous painter or something, or they just kind of threw it in there real quick.
I'll never forget.
Either way, it's gorgeous. I mean, I like that
We're going to
picture.
this cathedral of yours. But if you really did have a hand in this, you can kiss your freedom goodbye.
Oh, most definitely. Oh, come on, guys. Seriously, that's the same picture you saw above, except it's, well, the frame's cut off and smaller. I do like that tree. I don't know, it feels like I could see, like, a person maybe kind of falling out of the tree, like a silhouette. I don't know, am I thinking too much about this? Maybe I am. Hanging stars. You know, in every party I've been to, there's never been stars that's been hanging down. I mean, I've seen little stars that, well, actually my friend Brian had. He had, like, these little, like, glow-in-the-dark stars he, like, was on, like, on top of his ceiling.
Only one way to
So
find out.
whenever, like, the
Let's
light
go.
was on it, it would absorb the light for a while, and by the time we went to bed, they all just glue in the dark for, like, an hour or two. Or 3. I don't know. Something like that. Why do I always run into that chair? I just have, like, no sense of care about running into the chair. I just hate that chair. Every single time I knock it over. Because I don't get to sit in it. That's why.
In the back.
Anything delicious going on here? Ugh. Actually, no. Raw meat, I'm good. Yeah, I was going to make a Hell's Kitchen reference, but I'm not getting anything. Although I do love the show Hell's Kitchen. I'm watching that again. And Chef Ramsay just cracks me up. Didn't know he was in MasterChef either, so it's definitely pretty cool.
Don't shoot.
Well, you're not a bioweapon, so why would I shoot? And,
Are you alright?
well, we're not your enemies either.
Fog.
Fog?
What?
There was fog outside this place?
It came out of nowhere.
We'll learn more about that later on, obviously.
Liz!
Dude, your phone.
It's too dangerous.
Gosh. People sure like to panic a lot.
My daughter.
I guess he
she's
does
all
have a right
alone.
to panic.
If we don't do something. Alright.
I mean, maybe I'd be panicking in a similar way, but different.
Save her.
Nah, I'm too much of an asshole. I'd probably just go in my corner and be like, yeah, I'm good here. Nah, that'd be boring.
Liz.
It's okay, man.
All right.
Speaking of which,
Fine.
Walking Dead Season 5 is going to start up again in October. And you know what else is in October, viewers? Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. I cannot wait for
Where are
that.
you?
Okay, I have to wait for it, but I don't want to wait for it. I'm legitimately really excited for this one. Like, I was never a Melee professional. I was a kid when that game was out, so I never really got good at it to a point where I cared about tier lists and frame rates. I still don't care about that. I just like to know a little bit about it so I know what's going on as far as getting extremely competitive, but I don't know, I used to be really, how do I put this?
Turn the lights off.
Oh, now it's dark.
Stay sharp.
Oh, it's much darker now. Anyways, I used to be a poor sport, a better term for it, and it wasn't until I turned 19 to 20 where I really started to, I guess my mood about being extremely competitive in games had changed, because I stopped really caring if I won or not. I mean, I love to win, and I would snicker if someone got mad if I won, obviously. But I stopped really caring about the outcome. There's only one game where I still care if I win or lose, and I get really angry otherwise. But that's only one game. And I get mad at the computers, which is the sad part. I don't even play online with it anymore. That's Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate. Don't know why, I just get mad at
Just stay
that game.
close.
And that's the only game I can think of that I still get really mad at. Super Smash Brothers or Mario Kart. I stopped caring if I won or lose at them.
Liz.
I mean, I'm sure if I was in a really competitive environment, I'd get a little upset. Obviously, like I got to the semifinals in the Smash Brothers Brawl tournament. Oh, I am full on that already.
Before these corpses are on their feet.
If I forgot to mention, I am keeping all my inventory from my other playthroughs of just playing Resident Evil 6. So I do have a full set of inventory. I didn't mention that already. Like, I got to the semifinals in this one Smash Brothers tournament, and I was so close to beating this snake. Like, I was excited. I'm like, I could do this. I could do this. And he whoops me. And I'm like, oh. But I have down to his last life. And even though I was a bit upset, I'm like, good job, man. That was a good match. I had a match that good against a snake in a long time. I mean, my friend Josh was really good at playing Snake, but he wasn't that good. I mean, maybe he is now. I apologize if you can hear the Facebook message, like little pop-ups in the background. Do I have to go look at this guy for him to start doing his thing? Yeah, okay. Dude, you're not okay.
I will be once I find my daughter.
How about you take some painkillers or something? Were you in this fog? You were, weren't you?
I know she's here.
Oh yeah, not really looking around as much. Empty case. Books I can't read. More books I can't. Okay, so nothing really interesting. Ooh. Oh, come on, Capcom. Seriously, that's the same exact picture. That's the third time. The pictures are cool, but man, you didn't have to recycle them so much. You could at least put a little more work in this game, and I would have really, I mean, I love it already, but
We'll need to get the
I would have given it more like a 10 out of 10 compared to a 9 out of 10 if
I
they
work here.
fleshed out all the little things that
Once we're in.
could have made it a whole lot better. I mean, this is still one of my favorite Resident
Thanks.
Evil games, don't get
Let's
me
find
wrong.
Liz and get the hell out of
And
here.
you have to keep in mind, I grew up more with Resident Evil 4 and 5 than I did with the
Liz,
classics.
is that you?
Resident Evil 2 was probably the only classic I grew up with, besides playing a bit of the remake of 1, and not playing that again for years. So obviously, I grew up with the newer ones more, so my favoritism is more leaning towards the newer ones. I enjoy them more. They're more for my taste. But I do love the classics. I mean, I love all the Resident Evil games besides, like, more of the spin-offs. I don't really care about Resident Evil Gaiden or Survivors or anything like that. I mean, like, the one that was a first-person shooter from, like, the Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 for PlayStation. It was, like, a FPS of that. Didn't really care for that. Hey, look, someone put a handprint on the door. Reminds me every time that I have to clean, like, the doors or windows or, like, at the karate school I teach at or at the place I work at. There's always handprints on those things, but, I mean, can't get upset. I mean, kids always put their hands on windows and stuff. Oh, well, hello there. Hi. Oh, falling for me already, huh? You're not even a corpse. Man, I must be... Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm actually glad people don't fall for me.
Where are Mom and Liam?
I'd be, I guess, worried. Like, are you okay? Do you know who you're interested in, person? Do you know what I am? Because I am not human. But I do eat like one. Man, that looks freaking delicious. I'd eat that. I'd drink that if it wasn't cold. Ah, no, actually, probably black coffee. Never mind. I like stuff in my coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but if it's like a frappuccino or something, like vanilla or strawberry, you can guarantee I'm gonna drink that. Mainly from Starbucks. Like once every 6 months. Nah, they're expensive. Why would I buy them all the time? It's not like people buy me drinks. Besides my mom. Don't question me. My mom is a nice lady. I love my mom. Who doesn't? Lots of books. It reminds me I need to read more books. Although over the last college semester I actually did read about 5 books. Which is surprising because what I should have been doing is finishing my test run on Mega Man Battle Network 4 Blue Moon. So I can get like a let's play of that out for you guys at some point. But I didn't. Instead I read books. I was in a book reading mood, okay? All the way until like the end of the semester, surprisingly, which usually when it gets to the end of a college semester, I stop being interested in books. For like, well, the last 2 months. I just pull out a game, I play it, or I take a nap because I'm obviously really tired from like the really heavy projects and all that kind of stuff. But no, I actually read until the end of the last college semester I was taking. And the first 3 books I read were The Hunger Games, the whole series. I was in a really Hunger Games mood, obviously, and I didn't want to read the 3rd book even though I watched the first 2 movies right off the bat. So I wanted to like see the comparisons. Yeah, you just don't look good, lady.
We're almost there.
Yeah, she's gone. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, man, but she's, yeah, you might want to get away from her. Okay. Well, I mean, I empathize with you, man, but as far as my mind being in a video game world, does that ever happen to me in real life? No, obviously, but I'm empathetic towards the guy. I mean, it's impossible for me to be sympathetic. I don't know how that feels. I just understand how he feels. I mean, I lost people before. Oh, what nice shiny teeth with blood on them you have. Oh boy. Okay. Come on, Helena. Wow. Yeah, this is what I get for having an AI partner with me for this. Oh. Hey, no. Get off. I think I shot her in like the high ribs, like above the ribs or like the shoulder or near the arm. I don't think my aim was that good, is what I'm trying to say.
I can't believe this.
Well, start believing it.
We'll get used to it. It's either them or us, and they don't hesitate.
Damn straight they don't hesitate. Because our life sucks? Or you're just a woman of bad luck? I don't know. No, I don't think we're alone either.
Elena, grab your gun.
She has her gun. Alright, what I like to do with these guys is just kick them off. Huh, normally that kills them immediately. Not this time. Did you get that guy? Huh. Now, I mean, the AI is a lot better than Sheva Alomar in Resident Evil 5. Not the character, just the AI. The AI really sucked. It's a lot better in this game, but they're still relatively stupid. Now, don't expect me to melee as much as I normally do. Obviously, this is professional mode, and I want to make sure I keep my distance. Like, obviously. And that firepower level 3, are you alive, dude? Oh, okay. The corpses in this part are just not... Oh. Well, good shot, cadets. No, I'm not going to call her cadet. No point in me doing that. Hey, look! Everyone wants to have a party! In hell. A hell of a party. Alright, so what's going to happen next? Now, if you already know, then good for you, but if you don't, then find out next time on Let's Play. Well, actually, this isn't a Let's Play. Oh, I should stop saying that. Well, find out next time in part 2 of this playthrough, so have a good day.